Be kind, rewind videos. A la carte.
All right, so here we go. Scream. Came out 1996.
Man.
29 years ago.
Hard to believe it's that
That's
old, man.
29 years, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so this movie came out 1996. And it starts off, it's a scary movie that's, for the premise of it, it's dealing with scary movies.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're talking about scary movies in a scary movie and how your life is a movie. You know, there's one part, excuse me, there's one part where Billy even tells Sydney that, you know, your life is a movie, you just can't pick the genre, which was cool.
That's a cold line.
That was a cold line to me, you know, but the movie opens up with a young girl at home by herself, getting ready to pop some Jiffy Pop popcorn.
Played by Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, yeah man. And she's getting ready to pop some popcorn and watch her movie, and her phone rings.
Yep.
Her phone rings, and you hear this person with this distorted voice on the other end, and he's pretending like he had dialed the wrong number, and then he starts to flirt with her a little bit, and next thing you know, he tells her, I can see you. You know, I know what you got going on, and she starts to panic, and she goes to the house, and she's locking all the doors and making sure she's safe, and she done hung up the phone on this dude a couple times, and next thing you know, he tells her to turn on the back porch light, and she see her boyfriend tied up in a chair all bloody.
Yep.
So she has to play a game. She has to play a game, and she gets one question right, and then she gets the next question wrong, and the question was about the movie with Jason Voorhees, which is
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And so the question was, you know, in the original movie, who was the killer? Who was the original killer? And she said it was, you know, Jason, and he told her wrong. If you know, truly was a fan of the movie, you know it was his mother. Mrs. Voorhees, who was the original killer. Jason didn't come into the project until the second movie. And so he ended up gutting her boyfriend right then and there. And then so she got out of the house, but they ended up killing her, man, and her parents were like right there on the steps going into the house as she was getting stabbed. And then her mother is listening to her getting drugged off. And then her mom comes outside and see her hanging from a tree.
Yeah.
Hanging from a tree.
You know what's crazy about that, though? Like, so Drew Barrymore was like a huge star, right?
Yes.
And the way that the film was marketed, like she was all on the poster.
Yeah.
She was very heavily marketed in all the trailers, man. And then she died in like the first 5 minutes of the film, which was mind-blowing at that time to see something like that happen to like Drew Barrymore, like somebody, you know, on that level, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
it was just way ahead of his time.
Very beginning of the movie.
Yeah, very beginning
of the movie, man. So it goes on to see Sidney Prescott, who is the main character in this film, and
played by Neve Campbell.
Yep, played by Neve Campbell. And Ghostface is killing all these other people just so they can try to kill Sidney.
Yeah.
You know, it's really not about the other people. Now, some of the other people Ghostface ended up killing because of some stupid something they may have said or the way they may have been acting or whatever, but everything was based on Sidney and her father and Billy's mother, Billy's father, who had dated Sidney's mother, cheated on his wife with Sidney's mother or whatever. And behind that, he lost his family. So now Billy wants to kill Sidney and and blame it on her father for tearing up his family. So, but you like I say, man, this film.
Wait, I thought it was his mother. No, it was her mother.
It was Sidney's mother and Billy's dad.
Okay, yeah.
I remember the movie. I remember the movie.
I'm trying to get mine right. That's
okay.
All.
Oh, you trying?
Sorry,
Okay, I'm like, man, come on now. Don't be. If you had a question or thought I was wrong, take a break, take a pause. Don't say it in front of our visitors.
In front of the guests. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, we got guests.
I have to apologize,
Don't you ever
I'm sorry.
disrespect me in front of guests again.
I can't do that in front of the company. I'm sorry.
Man, don't ever do that again.
My bad. But you were saying.
So, yeah, again, this movie, again, is a scary movie built inside a scary movie talking about scary movies.
But you know what? Is it really scary? It was funny to me.
It was funny because of two characters.
Man.
It was funny because, I'll even say three characters. I'll say three characters. It was funny. And can you name those three characters?
Well, one was Dewey.
Dewey, yes.
One was Stu.
Stu.
And then, was it Randy?
I would say.
What was what's his name?
I was gonna say our girl Courteney Cox character.
Nah, Stu, because it was Stu, and then the other guy, like not Billy, but what was the other guy?
Oh, you mean Billy's partner?
No, Stu's partner.
Stu's partner?
Stu and Billy were the killers.
Yeah, Stu and Billy were the killers.
But the other guy, was it Randy?
Randy, yes, Randy. Randy was the one that worked at the movie store.
He was funny because originally it was teased or hinted at that he might be the other killer or the other killer, him and Stu.
Yes.
Between the two of them, but like he ended up being innocent.
Yeah, being innocent.
But he was funny in the film.
Yes, he was definitely funny in the film.
Funny in the film.
And going back and watching this film, man, it's like looking at it now and seeing some things that Billy did or Billy would say, especially when he was talking to Stu. It was like, man, how could you not see or truly know that they were the killers?
Especially Stu, though.
Yeah.
Stu was just off the chain.
He was off the chain.
Yeah, he was
different. But when they were sitting in the courtyard at the school after the initial murder, and Stu was like, I didn't kill anybody. And then you see Billy look at him and say, no, you didn't kill anybody. Like, shut your mouth, basically telling him to be quiet. I'm like, man, they're giving it away right there. But again, man, I mean, it, like you say, it wasn't a scary movie per se.
The writing was excellent, man. But
definitely.
Like when Billy is stabbed by the Ghostface, like you're thinking, oh well, it's definitely not him.
Yeah.
At that point, you're thinking it's not him. And then when he comes out and, Sidney's being chased by the Ghostface killer, and then he comes out, he's, bleeding and he's staggering in there, and then he just stands up straight.
Yeah.
It's like corn syrup.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
And
then another thing that made you...
that the man that she just was with is now the person that's been killing all these folks and who's trying to kill her.
Now, Sidney had been trying to save herself.
She's been trying to save herself, man.
And Sidney said, I wish... What she had said right before she had gave herself to him, they were talking about this. It was the scene where they were talking about life being a movie.
Yeah.
And you couldn't pick your genre. And she was basically saying she was tired of her life being like a rom-com or a love story. Mm-hmm. And she was saying that, she wished her life couldn't be so, rom-comish or a love story or whatever, that she wished it could be a little bit more, something else. And
risque.
Yeah, that's a great word to use.
That's the word of the day.
That's the word of the day, risque. And so the look on Billy's face then was like, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, Billy tries to kill her after that, which was his whole plan in the first place. But I thought that probably would have changed his mind, being a little risque with her. But then I guess being risque wasn't,
wasn't his purpose.
It wasn't his purpose.
That
was just a icing on the cake.
Means to an end.
Yeah, means to an end, icing on the cake, cherry on top, whatever you want to call it. But again, man, going back and watching Scream, it really showed me some of the things that I missed all that time ago and watching this film. And I couldn't believe I missed all those little, I guess, Easter eggs they were dropping about who the killers could have been.
Yeah, there's a lot. Of course, you mentioned her briefly earlier, but Courteney Cox was in this. She played the reporter.
Yeah, Alabama's
Gail,
own.
Yeah, Alabama's own. Courteney Cox was in it. Man, just so much great talent for that time, man. Matthew, what's his name? Matthew Lillard, who played Stu, man. I love Stu, man. Stu was my guy.
Yeah.
Like, man, he was he was just unhinged.
Yeah, definitely off the chain. He was very disturbed.
I mean, even after, like, you know, it's revealed, like, it's them, and then they have to stab each other. That was the funny part to me, when they had to stab each other. And, you know, like, Sydney was telling him, like, you're going to jail, and, you know, like, Billy had this reason. He was like, what was your reason? He was like, peer pressure, man. Yeah. You know, it was like, Stu was my guy, man. Yeah. He was just so funny, man.
Yeah, Stu was disturbed. Billy.
He was really disturbed.
Billy was just insane.
Stu was sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Stu was disturbed and sick. Billy was just insane.
Yeah.
Because even when it came to that part of them having to stab each other, it's like Billy really enjoed stabbing Stu, man.
He did, man.
He really enjoyed stabbing his boy.
Stu said he was getting woozy.
Yeah, man. That boy thought he was going to pass out.
He said he was getting woozy, man. Good stuff, man.
Good stuff, man. But so that's what, you know, we're going to have more stuff like that throughout the month for
Halloween, man.
For Halloween.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite, I guess you could say, scary movies.
Yeah.
I don't consider it to be too much of a horror.
Yeah, not really.
I don't even consider it to be too much of a scary movie, but, you know, it's a horror genre.
Horror comedy film.
There it is, man.
To me, horror
That's
comedy.
Exactly what it is, man. But those are our thoughts, man. What are some of you guys' favorite films, man? You know, maybe we'll do a Be Kind Rewind of those, you know, throughout this month. So, man, share your thoughts and leave us some of your ideas.